Yay. Well,
Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? I have the lovely, my co-host Pinky with me. How you doing, Pinky?
I'm good.
You're good. You're good.
Really good.
Let's see who's in. Sorry, guys. My voice is a little, I don't know what's going on with it. It's a little scratchy today. So I guess it just changes. Like, I don't know. It just changes off and on. I don't know why, but so let's see who's here today. So we have Michael, Adrian. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have you. We have Crypt. Hello, Crypt. Good to see you. Let's see. Who else do we have here? We have Sandra, Mr. Prison. Welcome, welcome. I do love that game that you have. You've been playing with the ship. That's awesome. Of course, Florna. She's here. She's backstage. Let's see. Who else do we have? We have the lovely Laura. Laura, your live this morning was so funny. I was lurking away and I couldn't help but like pop in every now and then and say something. It was just, it was just funny. Sherry, welcome, welcome. Who else do I have here today? Just scrolling down, guys. Bear with me and my voice. Sage Rat, welcome. Okay, I think that is everybody. Woo-hoo. Just getting down to the bottom, getting down. Sorry, guys. Tanya, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, that's all we have right now. So let's see. Oh, somebody just popped in. Let's see here. I don't miss anybody. Nothing like wet nuts on a lawn. Oh my God, Laura. I don't even know that story. Like, was somebody on a lawn or what was going on there? I have no idea. I kind of missed it.
You want to know what it was?
Hello, welcome, welcome.
I know what happened in the live stream with her because I was reading it all.
Hello, Sarah, welcome. Hello, Ed. Welcome. Ozzy Cat, welcome. Thank you for coming in, guys. Thank you.
Octopus.
Yeah, sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on with my voice. It's a little scratchy today. Aw. That's sweet, Tanya. Pinky, you're so pretty. I've never seen you before. Oh, sweet.
Oh,
It's very sweet. Wisdom.
I'm
Oh,
okay.
Wisdom. I'm going to bring her on in a little bit. We're just chit-chatting right now. Oh, here he is, Mr. Spaghetti Man. Mr. Spaghetti. I'm going to have him on my show in the future. I'm just forewarning you right now, okay?
Yeah.
Definitely need him. Yeah, it's I don't know, my voice started getting a little funky within the past day or so. I don't know. Maybe it's like, like those jewelries that changes colors or something. I don't know. Just like the color of my eyes. Like today they're green, tomorrow they'll be gray, or I don't know. I don't know what's going on with me, but so I may have a very deep voice tonight, okay?
Have you been talking a lot?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, when I
So.
talk a lot, my voice goes a bit coarse from talking constantly. So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Could be that.
Definitely.
I don't know.
Ooh. Let's see. Yeah, I think I got everybody here. Yeah, sorry guys. It's I'm a little I'm not 100% today. I don't know what's going on with me, but I'm here because I missed you guys. I feel like when I don't go on every week, it feels out of the ordinary for me. So I'm gonna try my best to be on the show weekly. Next week I won't be able to because I have a couple of things going on, but definitely on the 20th, I'm actually setting up Bristol. So they're going to be the next guest. So yeah, so nothing's really new with me. What about you, Pinky? Anything new?
I've been working on a series at the moment with a mum dragon, and she has her little minions that help her, but she made the first part, she lays the egg for the baby dragon, and the next one is the dragon being born, like the egg opening. Basically, it's just musical with things happening. It's no like words. It's just the dragons doing what dragons do.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So it's just going to be like a series of short videos of the life of the mum having the baby dragon up to when the dragon grows up and moves to fly away, sort of thing. Yeah.
That's
what I'm doing.
That is awesome. I'm gonna, I keep on promising Crip, but I promise Crip I'm going to get to it this week, and I promise I have to record my voice to prepare the next miniseries that's going to happen. So I do have to prepare my voice, do like the little, la 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 la, to try to get it to where I want it. And then I'm going to record my voice, and then he's going to fit it into the AI motion. So hopefully we're going to get that up and running for the next series, for the next mini series. It's so long overdue, and that's mainly my fault. But hopefully soon we're going to get that up and started. Definitely. So should we bring our guest on?
The last one was better. The last one you did was good.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah. It's just like time consuming because now that we have other characters in the miniseries, what I'm going to have to do is kind of like in my mind read the other characters' scripts, so I could basically cut in when I need to cut in, and then he could just fit that all into the miniseries. So yeah, we are going to do that. Cool. Yes, I need tea and honey. Yeah, because I have to record tomorrow, Crypt. I don't want to pull this off any longer. So definitely tea and honey. Yeah, definitely. So let's bring in our guest. So Florna is not only phenomenal with the arts and crafts, she also makes greeting cards. But on top of that, I just found out she's also an empath. So let's find out, the bits and pieces of Florna. Let's find out also how her arts and crafts actually plays in with her being empath, because, it could, what you create could also, bring in your abilities as well when you're creating. So let's definitely bring her in.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
How's it going?
I'm Florna. For those that don't know, I'm originally from England, but I live in Florida now. I think most people know me. I know. Hi, Wisdom. Hi, Michael. Hi, Laura. Yeah, so I've always been interested in the paranormal, and it was weird because like in my immediate family, I was the only one in my family that was really interested in it, and at an early age as well. And I love reading ghost books. I couldn't read anything else. It would have to be about ghosts, and it wasn't like scary reading about ghosts, but other people thought it was like terrifying. But I've that's right. I used to read about Aleister Crowley when I was a kid, in my early teens, and there was a haunted building called Borley Rectory in England. I used to love reading about that place. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of Borley Rectory, but it burned down years ago, and I think it burned down in the 50s or something like that. But we weren't able. We were able to go to Borley, but we wanted to go inside the church, but it was closed. But I could feel a lot of I could feel a presence around me, you know. But then my first but my first biggest experience was when my grandmother passed away. She lived with us because my grandfather passed away in 1980.
Mm-hmm.
So she had her own section of the house that she lived in. So I knew she didn't cross over straight away because I could feel a presence in her room for, I would say, about 5 days. And then I didn't want to go in her room because I was a bit afraid to go in there. And then one evening I was going to go in her room, and then I could feel her energy like staring at me, and I could see her face in my third eye, and she wasn't happy. But she always treated me good. And I put it down to because she had Alzheimer's. So I figured she was probably very confused. And she wasn't happy at all. And I actually fell backwards on my back on the kitchen floor. And my dad was right there. And he was like, what happened? What happened? I didn't know. I said, I don't know. But I knew because my dad didn't believe in the paranormal. So I knew he wouldn't understand if I told him, right? So my second experience was me and my dad, we dropped my sister off at a friend's house in my area in England. And on the way back in this area, it was an area that I was very familiar with. My dad worked close by. And I said, Daddy, because that's what he liked to be called, Daddy. I said, Daddy, what's that over there, right? And there were two UFOs. I can't explain it, so I just called them UFOs. They were both like they moved like fire, and they were both round. There was a big one and a smaller one right underneath it. And I still can't explain it. I said to my dad, you know, what are they? He's like, I don't know. And we actually stopped the car for about 5 minutes looking at these things because there was hardly anybody else around. It was a Sunday, you know. Sundays are pretty quiet in the evening, and I to this day I still can't explain what I saw. It moved like fire, but it was like the color of a blood orange. And then I looked to my left to my dad speak about it, looked back at it, they're both gone. And to this day I still don't have any explanation for it. And it wasn't the sun. The sun was on the other side.
Wow.
And my dad you know, my dad wasn't a believer in the paranormal or anything like that. So
That's amazing. So none of your parents believe in the paranormal?
well, my dad passed away in 2017. I had experiences after he passed away, but my sister did after my dad passed away, because she had experiences with him after he passed. So yeah, my sister does understand it and believe in it, but my brother doesn't want anything to do with it. He totally flat out denies it. So about my grandmother though, so fast forward to on Facebook, maybe 8 years ago, longer maybe, there's a group in there called Psychic Readings. So I uploaded a picture of my grandmother to the group, and the psychic relayed to me that my grandma said that she was sorry that she scared me, when I could feel her presence right next to me, in front of me. So I'm like, wow, okay, that's definitely a confirmation that it was her, you know. So that's kind of like I've had other experiences, but that was everything that I experienced in England, I think, for the paranormal.
Pretty cool experiences, eh?
Kind of like, the rest of it was just, you know, feeling a presence around me where I went. Yeah.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah, I know.
We already have a question from Sage, right? Let's see. Do you think your gifts runs in your family then?
That's a good question, because I don't think my sister really has gifts, but she did know when my dad was around her, because she wasn't scared of it either. But I think that my second cousins have the gift as well. They have somewhat of a gift, because they've had more experiences than the rest of my family have. Yeah. But I think that I've got more things that are kind of unexplained that other people in my family don't have. Hi, Fawn.
Fawn, good to see you. We have Fawn, we have Raja, we have Sandra from Bristol, we have Ryan. A couple more people came in. Thank you for coming in.
I'm trying to think. Okay, the other thing is, I lived in New Jersey for 8 years. Actually, it was 7 years, and the house was built in the 1920s.
Hey, Nick.
Hi, Nick. How are you? So I did a lot of research about who used to live there. I couldn't find any deaths. There was a rumor that somebody did that to themselves, but I couldn't find anything about that. So that was good. I went on to meet the granddaughter of the person that used to live there. So that was really interesting. But I could always feel, I could see the children that used to live there. I could see them in my third eye. And sometimes I could see three kids, and sometimes I could see 4 kids. And I always saw them before I went upstairs to bed. And then I don't want to mention their names because I feel like it's a bit, a bit too much. Because, the family is still around. You don't want to pry into their business too much. But I was like, okay, that makes sense, because they had an older son, but he left home earlier. That's why he wasn't in the census record in 1920s. So I couldn't find any deaths in the house. So I kind of thinking that nobody did that to themselves in the house. Maybe it was in another house. But the other thing that happened in that house was that was experienced by my husband and his friends that used to live there when he had roommates. The beds used to shake in the daytime. That's why somebody thought that somebody did that to themselves. And we spoke to the landlord. He said the beds used to shake at night in his place. So that was really weird. But I always felt a presence in that house. I always felt people looking at me. But back then there was not even an app on your phone, so I couldn't even use an app. I just had a recorder, and I didn't pick anything up with the recorder. I got a lot of orbs though. I was taking pictures in the upstairs bedroom one day of my jewelry, and I got 2 big orbs right in the picture. And so I know if you've ever felt the cobweb feeling on your face of a spirit. So we were coming back from Walmart, and I was walking. My husband was walking. My husband was in front of me, and then I felt the cobweb feeling on my face. So I'm like, okay, this is weird because it can't be cobwebs because my husband would have felt it before me, right? And if it was cobwebs, he would have, he's bigger than me and he's taller, so he would have got them out of the way, So, okay, it's probably a spirit. It's okay, like, and then as soon as I got inside the house, I looked at my face, no cobwebs and no hair on my face either. So, yeah. And I used to go outside in the evening with my camera, and I got 2 images of dogs. One dog my husband knew, and the other dog my husband didn't know. So, yeah. So I actually called, one of the dogs' names was Misty, and I called her name, and she came to me. I could feel a very relaxing presence around me.
Wow.
Yeah, that was really cool.
That is so cool.
Yeah. And I didn't even meet Misty. My husband did. What else did I experience in New Jersey? There's I'm trying to think. I think it's called. There's a forest in New Jersey, down by the shore. I think it's called Adair Forest or something like that. Something similar. And I could hear a woman screaming, and my niece could hear a woman screaming too. Nobody else could hear the scream. So that was weird. I think it's called a lair first. Maybe if you want me to look it up, I can look it up quickly. But yeah. But it's known to be haunted. Okay, what else? So I haven't always had this ability, but I can actually feel people's pain in their body by putting my hands on their skin or even next to their skin. And I can even feel my pain in my cat. And I was giving her a good massage last night. She absolutely loved it. She was just like, yeah. And Nick knows my cat. Panel. Yeah. And what else have I had? Okay, I've been to St. Augustine a lot. And just oh yeah. So I can show you this picture. And Nick has seen this picture before. So back in the old days in St. Augustine, there were these girls, right? And these are the girls.
Okay. Yep.
They used to play in this cart, and they drowned one time. Two of the girls drowned. So they're always around the lighthouse a lot. So one night, one evening, this was maybe it could have been 2009, 2008. It was quite a while ago. And we asked the girls if they could touch us, right? And they did. I didn't feel any draining in energy at all. And when they touched our legs, it felt like ants crawling up our legs. And when they touched our arms, it felt like electricity. And when they touched our faces, it felt like cobwebs. So wow. I was like, okay, this is cool. I don't know if everybody would want to do it, but it's cool. But I think a lot of people know about these girls. But the interesting thing is that I found out online about them. I knew they were from Maine, right? So I found out about that on the ghost tour. But when you look up the name on the census record, the Pity Sisters, it actually lists Mary as May. The mother's name was Mary, so they have it wrong online. So that was interesting. So when I go to St. Augustine next time, I'm going to print out that record, and maybe they can change the information online. Okay, what else happened? I just thought, yeah, I always feel a lot of presence in St. Augustine there. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else has happened. I can if my husband has lost his keys, I can usually recall them. I can usually tell them, okay, they're outside or inside the house, you know. Yeah, that's cool. I can do that.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
amazing. We do have a couple of questions for you.
Sure.
Sage Rad is asking, so how did you learn healing?
Well, I did do massage when I was in England. I went to esthetician school, and it included massage therapy. Let's see if there's any more questions.
Let's see. It's scrolling down.
Roger Barton has got one.
Let's see here.
Let's see, any more questions?
I thought I saw another question by Roger.
It's down the bottom. It says
down the bottom.
Anyone...
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. Scrolling down.
And when I feel people's pain their body, they're surprised that I get it. Like I can find it straight away, you know.
Yeah. Let's see. Scrolling down. Oh, I should have put some music in the background too. Let's see here. Scrolling. I want to start this year. I want to start in the next few months. I just want to kind of figure out some balance in my life first. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Oh, there we go. I found it. I have found it. Yes.
Yep.
There we go. Yep. So Roger's asking, has anyone come to you for help and through you? They're discovered that they have abilities themselves.
So nobody's, let me think. Well, my husband has. He's like, can you rub this area? But when I was on some psychic reading group, there was a picture of a man, and I looked at him, and I kept on feeling a lot of tightness in my chest. And I was like, hey, I'll make sure that this is what I'm feeling. This is correct, you know. I'm making sure it's correct. So I don't want to tell somebody a lie. And it doesn't usually happen through online stuff. It usually happens physically, which is kind of weird. But every time I looked at his picture, I felt a lot of tightening in my chest.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, it's got to be a thing, you know. Next day, same thing. So I left the person the message. So that was interesting. Yeah. So I'm kind of thinking the spirit maybe came to me for help or something like that. You know.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Because you never people. I mean, some people might have spirits around them, but they don't have any idea that there's a spirit. They might be just.
I mean, you have to be open as well, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's, you know, nowadays it's kind of hard because, you know, there's so many things going in someone's personal life. It's hard because it definitely blocks it. if you're not open to it.
Right, you're totally right. Yeah.
Ooh, the lovely Laura has a question. Do you need to be close to people to feel anything, or can you do it from across the miles?
Well, the person that was in the psychic reading group, I'm not going to mention the names because I can't do that. That was the rules of the group. But I didn't have any idea where he lived, so I would say yes, maybe. But what was the rest? Okay, what was the rest of the question? Okay, I see it. I actually,
basically, if you need to be close to them, or can you or can you connect with them from miles away?
I can, I can connect with people. Like I can kind of feel if somebody is not taking care of their health as much as they should be. Yeah. So yeah. Well, I'll have dreams about people as well. And I had a lot of dreams after my father passed away. I had a dream that we were holding hands like that because I was like, I was like, oh Dana, I should have got a picture of me and him when he was in his bed, where he passed away. But then he realized that that's what I wanted, and I dreamed it. So yeah. The other thing that happened was, so before COVID happened, I was going to ballroom dancing lessons once a week in my area. And I was telling somebody about how he passed away because he had prostate cancer. The moment I said cancer, I felt a tap on my shoulder. Okay, that's him. And I wanted to show him a video of me dancing because I started dancing because my parents started going to ballroom dancing. But the reason why I didn't take a video because I wasn't allowed to, because the teacher has had people take videos and try to sell them online to make content. So yeah, so that was kind of cool that I realized that he was there,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. It was I had a really good closing with him, It wasn't just it was good. I wished him the best, when he passed on. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Ryan is asking, do you think maybe something or someone following you trying to communicate?
My grandmother, a psychic medium in the psychic reading group said that my grandma is my spirit guide. But I'm sure there's other people that have been around me. So one night on D Live, there was somebody that I used to be friends with that was having a lot of personal problems, right? And I heard a voice, and it was an English voice. It was my grandmother. And I can't remember the first thing. She might have said my name, but first she said my name through his end, and he freaked out, right? Because he didn't know who it was. And then I heard her on my end saying my name. And then the night after that, I was watching TV, right? I heard her say the guy's name. I don't want to say his name because I don't know if he's still going through a lot of personal problems or not. But yeah, that was kind of crazy. And I didn't use any spirit boxes or any devices. I just was just relaxed that night watching TV. And I'm like, well, maybe he's going to invite me on and maybe not. No, I didn't go on that night. And she whispered his name into my ear. So I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool,
That is pretty cool.
That was the first time that I've had a spirit communicate with me through my ear without any devices or anything like that,
So do you sense it when people are under a lot of stress just by looking at them, or?
Oh yeah, I can for sure. Yeah.
So do they have an aura around them, or is it you just sense it?
Yeah, I have seen auras around people before, but usually I can spot auras better online because I don't want to be staring at somebody for too long. And like some people, yeah, for me to see an aura, the person has to be standing still, sitting still, because it's easier for me to concentrate than, you know. So yeah, so that it's weird. Some people don't believe it, but if you've had the experience, you can't really deny it, you know.
Yeah, I think it's pretty amazing that you could actually see, like when you see spirits, are they completely in solid form, or are they like kind of like an image of them, or see-through?
The ones I saw in New Jersey, I could see their clothing, but they were black and white.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And I think my grandmother was black and white too, but she had gray and black hair anyway. So.
Oh, it's pretty cool that you see it in black and white and not in color.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
What else? What I've experienced? So if Nick's still here, he probably is. Nick has I'll explain this to you in the chat. But Nick has a doll, and the doll has a attachment with it, and the woman's name is Antoinette. Antoinette Alice Vax, and she was gassed during the Holocaust in Auschwitz. And one night he took the doll out, and I could taste blood in my mouth, and I could feel like it's like I felt like my nose was packed with dry blood. It was weird. And it didn't last that long, but I wasn't scared either, you know.
I think on one of his lives, he was gonna take out the doll and he didn't take it out. I remember him talking about this doll that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Let's see if we have any more. You know what? I am putting on music here.
Okay.
It's a little background music, guys.
I'm like, I don't think anybody else experienced that with Antoinette. So that was really interesting.
Yeah, that is pretty interesting. My question is, when did you first realize that you had abilities and you were an empath?
I think it wasn't kind of like all at once, but when I did massage therapy in England, I was kind of more like drawn towards holistic therapies and things like that. So I was kind of more into that, and gemstones as well. So I remember going into a store that was not around anymore in England, and the first thing I picked up was a Blue Lace agate, and I loved it, and I felt so relaxed around it. And nobody else in my family was into gemstones and things like that. You know? That it was for monetary reasons. But then one time my husband was trying to sell. He wanted to buy a car. That's right. And the wife said, "Tell me that I was an empath." And that's when I knew that I was an empath. And it made sense to me. And I started researching it online and whatnot. So yeah.
Pretty cool. That's pretty cool. The other question I have for you, the house that you grew up in, do you know the history of the land or the house itself?
The house is, I mean, for the UK, the village that I'm from is called Dallinghu, and the church is super old. It's actually before Jesus was born, some of it. But the house that I grew up in, I think it was only built in like 1903 or something like that. But I know it used to be a farmhouse. But there was no paranormal activity in there except for my grandmother. I mean, I've got to mention this. It's kind of weird. One time the vacuum machine went off by itself, but my mother did say that the button was very sensitive, so I have no idea. It was just me and my mother in the house at the time when it went off, when we weren't in that room. We were not in the same room as the vacuum, so that was weird. I can't explain that one, really, but 100% sure, you know. I've been in the States since 2003.
Okay.
Yeah. I like both countries. I would say that if I moved back to England, there'd be a lot of things I would miss about the US.
Yeah.
So kind of like, yeah, there's a lot of things I would miss here. I could go on forever about everything that I would miss
Completely
here.
different.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of things I miss from the UK too, like the,
I would love to visit the UK and stay a little bit there.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I like the things I miss about the UK. The ones that stick out the most are just like walking into town. You know, you can't do that in most places unless you live in New York City or somewhere like that. Just walking out into town and just doing your shopping, you know. But it's not as safe though as it used to be. Let's see what else. What was the other one? I would say that I prefer the weather in the US. It's much warmer here. My husband hates the cold weather, so he don't want to live in the UK. Yeah. Let's see what other questions there is.
Yes, there's questions, there's comments. So let's see here. Laura is asking, let's put it on the screen here. Is it hard for you to do shows like this with so many people? Are you picking up things while doing the show? Hopefully she's not reading me.
I usually pick things up online. Once in a while I will. But I don't usually pick things up online. It's more physical. Like if I'm near somebody, you know, physically. Yeah. Yeah, it's rare. It's rare that I pick anything up online.
Yeah, I mean, again, like if, for example, if I wanted to read you, you have to be pretty open-minded and be open for me, or you could easily just put a block up like I normally do.
Right.
So people can't read you. Sandra, thank you so much. I didn't realize the music was so loud, so I did turn it down a little bit. Thank you. Does meditation help open you up to be more sensitive? It definitely works for me.
Yeah, it definitely does. Yeah, definitely. Or just being in the shower and just kind of letting, you know, all the stagnant energy just wash away. You know, it's good for you. Yeah.
Yeah, the shower's a good place because it's the only place where you're going to be
helps.
alone and no one's going to barge in.
Yeah, that's
a good place to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, somebody asked me about my crafts. So yeah, I do. I like a lot of like crafts that are kind of related to nature and just everyday life as well. You know.
Yeah, and as far as meditation goes, I mean, there's different, you know, for your chakras as well, there's different like tones.
Yeah, you're right.
That you can listen to that actually opens up, like there's a Pacific tone that opens up your third eye or other parts of your chakras, but you definitely should align regularly your chakras as well.
Yes.
I'm actually going to read a couple of experiences some people have had. So Sage Rat said, I had an experience with my grandmother after she passed. It was a good experience. That's awesome.
Yeah, Roger, I have a lot of tinnitus in my left ear, but I think some of it is because of my neurological disorder. And I had tinnitus since at least 4 years old. So it's probably maybe a combination between medical and spirits. Who knows? You know? Yeah. I'm trying to think what else I've experienced. I mean, Nick knows sometimes we hear voices on my end of the live stream, and I can't explain it. Maybe my dad, you know, probably my dad. He sounds more male.
I used to have reoccurring dreams that was sepia tones. Only dreams I have had were not in color. Right, you know, I have dreams all the time not in color.
Okay, one thing I remember, we were in St. Augustine, and we were staying at the St. George Inn I don't know if anybody's familiar with it, but we were both very tired, and it was starting to rain, but I could feel the spirit right next to me, and I could just it was a very strong presence. But my husband was grumpy as well. He's been driving. He did a lot of driving, so it was understandable. So yeah, I was like, I hope you're not going to follow me, and it went away. So, yeah, I'm trying to think of other experiences.
Michael, is it true that some empaths can't see auras? And have you seen them?
Yeah, I have. I've seen them.
You can, definitely.
Mostly blue and green and white.
Yeah.
But once in a while, a bit of red. But that's, this is natural.
Oh, pink. Yeah, Sandra. Sandra was actually talking to me about this. I was talking with Susan about an experience I kept getting when I walk up an alleyway here in my town. Weird feeling, and my ears started ringing. It goes away when it leaves that particular alleyway. Now, I asked her if she knows the history of that alleyway as well, to get a back history of it, to see if anything happened in that alleyway,
Right. Yeah, you can, if you can look at an address of a house or building near that area, you can look for information about it online, or find census records and maybe a deed if you know the person's name that lives there. That really helps.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I've got a lot of nerve damage as well, but I've had my nerve damaged for a long time. Yeah, my nerves are kind of like the other direction. Like, I hear too much, so hearing aids would be terrible for me.
Crypt is asking, saying that he heard that UK has loads of activities across due to the rift in the veil, and many healers working on closing it. Hearsay, but still interesting.
Yeah, I didn't know about that, but that's interesting, because when
that
I
is
was
interesting.
they didn't have all the high tech paranormal devices that they have now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just
John.
Yeah.
Welcome. So let's talk a little bit. So you also do arts and crafts. In particular, you do greeting cards, correct?
Yeah.
So creating these like arts and crafts and greeting cards and everything that you do, does your empath have a role in it as well? Like, do you get inspiration to create different things?
It's really good for your mental health, and it's a therapy, especially when somebody's been treating you like crap and you just want to settle down and make something good. So it's my neighbor's dog. I'm trying to think what else I've experienced. Yeah, it's been a lot.
Do you have like a deja vu, or do you have like premonition dreams sometimes as well?
Oh yeah, actually, I just thought of another thing that happened. I think it might have been like 2009. Me, my dad, and my husband, we were in Key West. And my husband got this dog. I'm sorry, it's not my dog, it's a neighbor's dog. It barks every day. We had this old computer, and remember those AOL CDs that you used to get? My husband wanted to put the CD on the computer, and I said, no, don't do it, it's a bad idea. Something's bad's going to happen to the computer. He didn't listen to me. He put the CD in the computer. Computer got viruses and whatnot. But yeah, I didn't know how it happened, but I just had a bad feeling about it, and he didn't listen to me. So I was like, yeah, I want the internet, but we just go to the library, Yeah, that was kind of weird. Yeah. Well, I'm not ashamed about how old I am. I'm 48 now, so.
Just showing your age, Florna.
I'm 48 as well.
Wisdom.
We're the same age. That's funny.
Rob, I hope you're feeling better. He's lurking. He's not feeling that great. I hope you're feeling better. Get plenty of rest.
Probably because it's cold there. Where he lives is cold. Well, everywhere else is cold right now. Everyone's cold.
Yeah.
So you get better
vibes to you, Rob. Hope you're feeling better.
Your heart, look. I don't know if it works on here.
Yeah.
Work on here?
Yeah, we'll see.
Hit that like button. Yes. Please do, guys. Please do. And if anybody has questions for Laura, Florna, please feel free to ask. Just put your comments up there.
The computer thing was really weird. Yeah.
I was just wondering, when people have a lot of burdens on themselves and they're offloading them on people, do you sometimes feel like you get more burdened with stuff when people do that than like another person would so you get very emotionally drained a lot when
I get drained a lot.
I do.
I get drained on a regular basis. I definitely do,
And it's funny because you try your best to protect yourself. You like for me, I imagine that I have this like solid fluorescent white bubble around me, and it protects me from everything. But it sometimes it just doesn't work. Sometimes there's just so much coming at you. It just doesn't work for me, and I get emotionally drained, and then it takes me a while to actually recover.
Right, especially with my neurological disorder, I have an enlarged nerve, and I did my own research on this a lot because most doctors didn't diagnose me; they just overlooked a lot of my conditions. But the nerve goes through my ear, my left ear, so that's why I have a lot of tinnitus. But then when I go out, I have to put an earplug in my left ear, and I also have to cut it in half because I have TMJ disorder as well. So if I put a whole earplug in my ear, I wouldn't be able to talk. It would be opening my jaw too wide and damaging the jaw. So yeah. How do I prevent from getting overwhelmed? I just have to maybe sometimes I tune out with music. That helps. Sometimes just do my crafts, taking a nap, that helps. Meditation is good as well.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to get overwhelmed. But you just have to do the best you can. Try to block it out. Like Florna said, meditation, music. Music that you really like to try to tune out and just pay attention to the music. And again, it's really hard. Everyday life gets in our way, between the stress and work and personal life, but we always have to find some time for ourselves and kind of focus. Definitely.
Absolutely.
And definitely when the weather gets better, go outside in nature, walk barefooted and hug a tree and, just look around you and see what's out there.
Yeah, because sometimes you just need a break from social media just to recharge.
Oh my God, there were times that I just had to take a break as well. Definitely. Like social media takes a lot out of you. Like just, like for us, it takes a lot of work on what we do on social media. I know for me, being on all the social media channels, doing the shorts and doing the podcasts and keeping up with the channel. It's definitely a lot. I mean, you definitely need to take like a little you time every now and then, and people will understand.
Yeah, and it helps that I listen to lots of paranormal and spiritual podcasts on YouTube because it kind of helps me understand how things are, and everybody's not perfect. And I don't get myself involved in arguments online because it's not worth it for my mental health, just the way I'm feeling in general. Yeah.
Roger has a very good question, and I've actually come across this as well. You must come across people that don't believe in your abilities. How do you deal with that? And try to convince them.
So when I was in England after my father passed away, I did see my father before he passed. But I was telling my family about how I can feel people's pain in their body, and I haven't always had this ability, right? But that my family didn't believe me at first. So my sister was pregnant at the time, and she had a lot of pain in her shoulders. So I could feel the pain in her shoulders. And she was like, oh, I was wondering if you were going to mention my shoulders. So yeah, that was good. I think that people that know me well believe me, but the other people, I just try to ignore those people, you know. It's not worth it. Yeah,
I mean, there's going to be people out there that don't believe in your abilities or believe in you, but
yeah,
you know, like, you know, unfortunately, you know, and certain people, some people know, but you know, my family in general are very religious. So even they're not a part of my social media or my channel, nothing, because in all honesty, like if they see me, what I do or what I believe in, they definitely wouldn't approve. So
yeah,
hey, Nando, long time no see. How have you been?
Yeah, my mother believes in it, but she's scared of it. She doesn't want to talk about it. She's in the West Indies as well. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, if somebody doesn't believe it, they flat out deny it. I mean, it's something I can really do about it, you know. I just kind of have to. It helps me to realize that one day they're going to experience it when they pass away, you know. And then they'll realize, oh, okay, it's real. It really is real, you know. So that helps me to deal with that. So yeah,
definitely.
How to tell the difference between your own thoughts and spirit communication. So when my dad was alive, I first of all, I didn't realize it was him. I could feel a lot of anxiety from him. And first of all, I didn't realize it was him. I thought it was me, you know. Especially when I've been bullied a lot when I was younger. And so when I realized that it was other people, I was like, oh, that's interesting, you know. So it's like if I instantly feel somebody's anxiety, like quickly, you know, I know it's not me, it's somebody else, you know. I would say that spiritual communication is very different to me than my own thoughts. But sometimes it's like you have a really strong intuition. Maybe your spirit is like telling me do this, you know. I don't know. But yeah, that's interesting. You know, sometimes like if somebody could be driving somewhere, they might make another turn that they don't usually go down, that they might not usually go down a certain road, you know. And they might be thinking, why did they go down that road? I don't really know why I went down that road. So actually a good example is when I was in St. Augustine, there's a spirit that hangs outside the city gates, the city walls. I think everybody knows what I'm talking about. And I was sitting on the wall by those pillars. And I don't know why, but I had my camera, and I wanted to try and get like a steady photograph. So I put my camera on the back of my husband's shoulder and took a picture. And I got a really huge illuminating orb. Like, why did I even do that? Why did I have my hand on my husband's shoulder? It's kind of weird, right? So that was kind of a weird thing that happened. Maybe the spirit was telling me to, you know, get a good picture of me. You know, I don't know. That was kind of weird. Like, I wouldn't usually do that. It's kind of weird, you know. But yeah.
Do you find yourself sometimes not having any control of your abilities or having a hard time shutting it off?
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes. Especially when it's like I keep on having the same experience all the time,
Mm-hmm.
the same intuition about somebody, you know. Like it can be tough because if you know somebody's not doing well, but they won't really do what is best for them, you can't really do much about it, you know.
That's awesome. Oh, good night, Crypt.
Thank
Good
you,
to
Crypt
see
Walker.
you. Good to see you. Okay, Wisdom has a question. Being an empath myself, I try to stay away from large groups of people. And then,
yeah, I do. I do
you do
try
the
to
same
stay away
thing.
from
Oh, I
large
didn't
groups.
know, Wisdom, you was an empath as well. Good to know.
Yeah, like if the crowd, if the group is controlled, like in a concert, I'm okay, you know. But if it's like train station, airports are bad. Airport, if there's a delay, you know, I don't like airports that have delay.
It's very overwhelming.
Yeah, it very is. It very much
There's
is.
a lot of anger in airports when there's delays, and that would be burdening for you.
Things like that.
Definitely.
People.
Definitely. There's a. Let's see.
Yeah, and I've had experiences with narcissists that I don't speak to anymore. So,
oh my God, yeah,
it's really draining and it can ruin your life. It's really bad.
definitely.
Yeah,
That's why you need to protect yourself as well.
Right.
Let's see what Sean has to say. It keeps on like jumping up on me.
Yeah, it really is disruptive. It very much is disruptive.
Yes. Sean asked, has there ever been any spirit you have come across that you fear?
No, no, I haven't had any.
I haven't either, really.
Except for that, I would say, I don't want to say that my grandmother was out to get me, because I think she was just very confused. But I was scared at the time, but I wasn't scared afterwards. I was just thinking about the experience, you know. But no, I haven't had anything that I feared. But actually, the experience I had with my grandmother, the next day, I didn't feel any presence anymore. I knew she had passed on to heaven. So that was like a good confirmation, you know. That confirmed what I knew. Hey, Facey Ace.
Hello, Ace. How you doing? How
are you?
Say a little shout out to Ace's daughter in a little bit. What was I just going to ask? Have you actually gone on paranormal investigations or worked with any groups? Or
I've been on a lot of ghost tours in St. Augustine and one in Key West. I'm afraid to use the apps or any voice spirit box.
The apps. Oh, the apps.
Yeah. Well, I have the other one, the basic one. What's it called? Ghost Radar. Yeah. But I did pick up some interesting stuff, and I have the sorry about those dogs. They're not my dogs, by the way. So yeah, it's
So do you use any type of equipment? Like, do you have any preference of equipment that you like using?
I do have dowsing rods that I made myself.
I do like the dowsing rod. Oh, you made them yourself?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I think I can get them quickly. Hang on.
Nice.
If I can't find them, I won't buy them.
Because the dowsing rods that you get now are really flimsy. The travel ones that I have are very flimsy. Would like to get like a really good pair of them.
Yep.
My voice is just crazy tonight.
Definitely gonna need some like lemon honey drink or something, hey?
So you can get copper wire from Home Depot.
Yeah.
Gauge.
Ooh.
And I make jewelry. So these beads are large hole beads. And I just put them on the ends of the wire and just loop the wire underneath it. So I've used them twice before. Yeah. But it's hard to use them outside because of the wind.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I may have you make a couple pairs for me. That's
So,
pretty
yeah,
cool. I like
all
that
you
because
need is a wire twister, and then you're good.
because what happens is that, you know, they're so flimsy. A lot of people are saying that you're moving them yourself, so they tend to move by themselves.
Right.
That's
no,
pretty
you have
cool. I
to-
like that.
You have to very much. You can't have them facing down because they just go all over the place. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to have
That's pretty
You
cool.
have to have them very kind of. Yeah. You have to
Oh, look at that.
have your hands by your chest or near your chest.
All right, Florna's selling dowsing rods for $19.99, so get yours now.
Yeah.
You're
You're gonna start having them on fourth wall now. You're gonna put them on there.
Get your dowsing rods from Florna. There we
I do
go.
have the I do have the just for fun. I do have the on my phone. I have the Seer app. It's just for fun there, and I have the SLS Ghost Tube, but I hardly ever use it.
Nice. That's nice. Do you use voice recorders and things like that as well?
I've tried using voice recorders on the one on my phone. Actually, I had one, and somehow I used it, and it broke on me. I didn't know if the spirit energy was too much for it. It just didn't work anymore. It's weird.
Nice.
That was in St. Augustine.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool. Would love
So after my father passed away, my sister was pregnant at the time, and she was training. My sister is a retired boxer, but she helps other people now. So she was on this exercise equipment called Jacob's Ladder, and she felt a tap on the back of her leg, and it was my dad, probably telling her to slow down, take it easy, you know.
That's pretty cool. You know, it'd be interesting when you start, you know, feeling your experiences, like, or something's around you. Have you ever tried like putting up a camera, sending it overnight, or like a voice recorder, things like that?
That would be a great idea.
You should.
I might do
Definitely.
that. Mm-hmm.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But I definitely had more experiences in New Jersey in the house that I was living in. Yeah.
You know what's funny is I made up questions here, and it's out the door because I haven't even like looked at any of these questions. We're just going with the flow.
Right.
I like very informal, so we're just just putting out the questions there and just having a good time here.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm very much open to paranormal experiences, and I don't discredit people's experiences.
Oh, Ace has a question. Do you collaborate with other paranormals? Other YouTubers that are paranormal?
You mean other YouTube channels? Well, Nick, Paranormal Poet, I'm on his live streams twice a week, and we do talk about paranormal stuff sometimes. And he has a doll that is attached to a woman named Antoinette, and she died in the Holocaust. So
I should come live with you guys one night.
Yeah.
If I'm up early enough. Well, I'm actually up early enough, but that would be interesting if I could sense anything as well from her. That would be pretty cool.
Because I have a lot of unexplained things about the UFO thing. I don't know why they were there, and I mean, I know the area used to be a military aircraft area, a military aircraft base, but that was a long time ago. But people have said that I don't know how true it was, but there was a story a long time ago about a taxi cab driver who picked up somebody and then they vanished in the area. They they picked them up, got in the car, and I think they said that they want to go somewhere, but then they just disappeared. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
Sean has a question. Is there any process you use to ground before you do your healing work?
Yeah, I just I ask for my spirit guides to protect me. And I kind of like if I do like healing work with my hands, I kind of will be very it's kind of hard to put it into words, but like I will kind of like be very mindful about what I'm doing. Like, you know, this person needs my help, you know, and I'm going to do my best to help them, you know. I don't see a body as like a sexual object. I see the body as, you know, sacred, and you know, that's something like that, you know, important for the person, you know. So yeah. What was the other question?
JFO, welcome. Oh, that would be awesome, Nick, if I could come on your show one of these days. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. So besides Nick's doll, do you truly believe that a spirit could go inside like a animate object?
Yes,
like
I think
furniture,
so.
or like a painting or another type of doll.
Right, I think so. Well, I have met Robert the doll.
You have met him.
I have. Yeah.
I had the caretaker of Robert the doll on my show.
That's cool.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So what do you think of Robert the doll?
Pretty scary. Definitely demands respect.
Yeah.
Definitely demands respect. Yeah. I was very respectful with him. So I didn't experience anything terrible. My tooth was hurting that day, but a tiny bit, but then it got a little bit worse. But then we went, and also my leg was hurting a little bit that day. But then we went back in again, and I was like saying, well, no wonder Robert likes to live here because it's so beautiful here, and the pain just went away. So obviously Robert, I know the story about that Robert the doll was from Germany and things like that.
Yeah, it's a long history with
Robert
it
definitely is.
David Sloan, that was actually my guest last year. He went to the whole history of Robert the doll, to the actual history, as well as Ozzy. Ozzy actually met him. So yeah, it's incredible history, and you know, it has you thinking, like if it's legit but I don't know, it has you thinking.
Right.
Definitely.
And I remember one time, Patty from the GT and Paranormal, she had her doll on the live stream, and I felt, some people felt, including me, felt like a weird sensation on the back of their hand. Yeah, so that was interesting. It was kind of like, I can't remember what it was again, but like it's kind of like a vibration. Like your skin was kind of gently moving. So that was really interesting. Yeah.
That is pretty.
I do have a voodoo doll downstairs as well.
Ooh.
Maybe we can get that out for another time.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and that was from New Orleans as well. Yeah.
Not for a particular person, is it?
No, I think it's. I've held it before, and I didn't feel any bad energy coming out of it. So.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, what are your plans in the future? Like, what do you have anything that you have plans for in the spring and summer?
I definitely want to start making some videos on YouTube.
Yes,
That's going to be a thing, you know. Yeah, I want to see what doctors can do for my neurological condition, because I've had a lot of doctors that overlook my condition a lot. It's been bad. Lots of misdiagnoses over the years. So yeah.
JFO asked a question. Sorry, I have to ask this question. I don't see his question now.
I'm not going to go there. I'm going to.
Oh, Sean says, I have met Annabelle There was more energy around the objects that they brought with her than her. I've heard that. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Did you? Oh,
I'm not going to discuss that, and it's not my business. Okay, so
we will not discuss that.
Yeah, we will not.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea if you start making videos and stuff. Definitely.
Yeah, I really want to find out about other people's health conditions, so other people can be aware of it. You know.
Yeah.
Because to me, like, people can understand things the wrong way. People can, you know, especially with something like Tourette's, you know, people get the wrong. People don't understand the condition. People make all these assumptions about it, and they're not true, you know. So yeah,
in a way. Well, yeah, I would definitely love to see more content on your channel.
Yeah,
you should do some lives as well. That would be
cool.
I
do want to do that.
I would even come on with you and do some lives.
Yeah, okay, cool.
You could do that as well. That would be pretty cool.
Because I do want to discuss like how maybe if somebody finds out they have abilities, about how they feel when people don't believe them and they get disrespected, especially online, you know.
Yes,
I think it can have like a negative outlook on the person, especially when there's no social media. Before social media happened, you know, even the body battery, the people were thinking like, I know this seems fake and stuff like that, you know. And yeah.
Yeah, definitely. No, that's no worries. Just we need to be respectful and
absolutely, yeah,
with everyone. Okay.
Like to keep our chat drama free, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
definitely.
If you have personal issues with someone, you can take it elsewhere.
Yeah, and definitely, you know, I'm 100%. You know, if you have an issue with somebody, you should just try to talk with them one-on-one.
Yeah,
you know, not bring it out on social media as well. So I hope
people's lives
everything
not
goes
really
well with that.
To discuss beefs or issues you have with other people. It's just wrong.
Yeah, definitely. But no worries, JFFO. No worries. Tina's there. Apparel report. Time and place for everything. 100%. 100%. So before we before we end this show, I have to Ace's daughter turned 11 years old a couple of weeks ago, and I would have shouted her out beforehand, but we didn't have a show last week. So Tiana, happy belated birthday. We wish you the very best. Many, many, many more birthdays to come. And should we sing her a happy birthday?
Oh, I guess, yeah.
Why don't we sing her a happy birthday?
After this, but
right? Happy belated birthday, Tiana.
You go first.
Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tiana.
Happy birthday, Tiana.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, my voice was so cracked.
Sorry,
Tiana. It's the best I could do. Happy birthday. Many more to come.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Yeah.
Show some love.
I get the confetti going up.
Happy birthday! And again, her birthday passed, but sorry, I would have shouted her out last week if I had a show. But happy birthday, Tiana! Happy birthday! So with that being said, it's about over an hour with our show.
Yeah.
We love to thank our guest Florna, and very successful in your channel. And
thank you.
You know, I definitely need to keep in touch. And hopefully everybody, you know, has a great night. Stay well, stay healthy. My amazing co-host Pinky's right there.
Thank you, Pinky.
So definitely, you know, check out Flora. I do have all of Flora's social media links in the description. So please definitely check her out and follow her, share, like. As well, I do want to mention one thing. I did tweak my description a little bit in my on my channel, so I do have a new description for my channel. I almost have a PO box to put on there as well.
I just want to answer Sage's question quickly.
Monday and Tuesday, I will put that up as well.
Yeah, actually, I find I somewhat.
Everybody for joining, and
I'm going to type
have a nice and peaceful night. And you know, the time ends, but our veil will never sleep until we meet again. Take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you in 2 weeks.
Thank you for everybody. Thank you for everybody coming.